们也是有点担心嘛，这么老了才来动手术。
It's a 20-minute job, yes, but the 20 minutes is very important. 20 minutes.
Come back. Come back. I knew that this is going to be a difficult case.
It might hurt a little bit, Sir. 你的手不能抖啊，这个是很重要的。
可以啊，小心刀。这边。这边。幾耐呢 ？CT scan 啊，不要緊啊。邊最流，家嘅流冷好啲。
ไม่ดีไปนะไม่ดี。
咩啦？
高龄80岁的蔡永恒向来都保持健康的生活，不过2个星期前，他的腹股沟部位开始出现剧痛。
他很痛，他还不要跟我们说，他还叫我妈妈不要跟我们说。可是我妈说他痛到晕倒哎。
蔡永恒育有4个孩子，大家会轮流探望和照料他和妻子。
我那里啊，边网，他请假很多次了，我叫他不可以请假，不要紧了这样的。就是有些他讲英语，我不会听。
2个星期前，孩子们好不容易成功说服蔡永恒来医院看病，那时他们才发现，原来父亲有隐情瞒着他们。
吸气，憋住。
蔡永恒不时发疼的腹股沟区，原来有个大肿块，而且早在10年前就出现了。腹股沟疝是一种相当常见的疾病，往往随着患者年龄增长，肌肉变得薄弱而导致的。
So hernia is actually a defect in the muscle. So what happens is sometimes either fat can go through this space that is created between the muscle, or sometimes even intestine can go into the hernia.
一般患者如果病情不严重，可以选择保守治疗法。不过，如果问题严重的话，肠管会有坏死的可能，甚至会给患者带来生命危险。一直很抗拒来医院的蔡永恒被告知，他必须尽快动手术。
有痛吗？
没有，
没有啊。Most elderly patients, I think they are afraid to come to hospital. Surgery for some of them may mean that they need to be hospitalized for a few days and all that. But when we tell them, look, this can be done with a keyhole operation and you can be discharged on the same day. And on the same day, actually, they can walk.
And do the keyhole, because the hernia like that.
外科医生 Sujit Wijeratna 为蔡永恒提议的锁孔手术，主要通过3个小切口进行。但是因为蔡永恒的肿块特别大，锁孔手术如果不成功的话，有可能需要在手术当中做一个更长的切口。
So hopefully, won't be doing this one. Keyhole first.
Yes, his safety comes first.
Yeah, no.
What matters is not doing keyhole. What matters is safely do the operation.
他尽量帮你做 keyhole
啊，不要紧了，给他做。
他知道他必须要动手术了，这次他不可以避免这个手术。OK，
So do you all know that actually the place, right? During World War II, there are little tunnels running through this complex, which lead out from the hospital as escape tunnels. Just that in the end it didn't work because I think the vast majority of the people died here. So you could say working in the hospital is a real killer.
亚历山大医院在上世纪40年代由英国殖民政府兴建，经过几次改革，这家医院奇迹般屹立不倒地运作到了今天，并且在21世纪找到了新生命。
Hey Henry, morning. How many do we have today?
Today you have 15 patients.
All right, good to go then. 15 is a holiday. Yesterday I saw 26.
近年来，亚历山大医院把重心放在年长者常见疾病所需要的手术治疗，例如疝气、关节置换和眼科手术。
All right, we're ready. Let's get him in. Come in, Mr. Ong.
Morning.
Come have a seat. Please put your chin down, sir.
9个月前，王振兴发现自己的视力变得模糊，经过医生诊断，他的右眼患有白内障。
这就是我们的那个晶体啊。那晶体呢，跟着时间呢，它会变成没有那么透明了啊。Okay, sit back, Mr. Ong. I'd like to know what are your hobbies like right now?
I do a lot of reading.
I see.
So and also.
现年74岁的王振兴，其实在去年10月已经做过左眼的白内障手术。右眼的白内障问题虽然不严重，不过他还是决定动手术。
I find that when I hit 70, I got so many friends who are having either this problem, that problem. Since I'm still healthy, walking about, perhaps it's the right time to get everything cleared.
白内障手术主要是把浑浊的晶体取出，再植入人造晶体。手术前，医护人员会先测量患者的眼睛，为他们量身定做人造晶体。而这个手术同时也能矫正患者的近视和远视问题。
人造晶体呢是很细小的，它有分成它的晶体的角跟晶体的中央那个部分。
白内障手术通常只需大约20分钟就能完成。虽然程序相当直接，但万一出差错的话，也会给眼睛造成伤害。
做白内障手术呢，那个范围呢大概只有10毫米阔，4毫米深。如果你超越了这个范围之内，可能手术就有差错了。
Yes, then once you come back here, he will still need the rest. So once he's back.
患有腹股沟疝的蔡永恒，今天要动手术了。
休息放松，
哎呀，
放松把头。
陪同他前来的有2女儿和女婿以及大女儿。
一路来他一直讲不用紧不用紧，有时我们家的那个洗衣机坏，他也要扛去楼下。
这个当机哦，好了，别惊了，不要怕了，怕什么？
虽然父亲说不怕，但孩子们却还是感到不安，因为这毕竟是父亲有生以来第一次动大手术。
年轻他没有做过手术，所以我们也是有点担心嘛。也这么老了，这个年纪才来动手术。
说没事的，是简单的手术，所以你放轻松哦。
哎呀，别惊啊，放轻松，放轻松。
什么都要放轻松。
别惊啊。There's a bird there. In your younger days, you focus on your work and family. Now that they are all on their own, independent, I think you have to spend some time to see whatever you have not seen.
退休前， 王振兴是在航空业上班，经常到处飞，在不同国家生活。退休后，想要环游世界的欲望仍未熄灭。
Are you feeling cold?
No.
No. Okay.
Everybody has been telling me, don't worry, it's a 20 minutes job. Yes, but that 20 minutes is very important 20 minutes.
王振兴已经进行过1次白内障手术，但他还是感到些许紧张。而对他的主治医生伦成志医生而言，为病人的另一只眼睛开刀，也往往更加有压力。
第一台手术效果可能是挺好的，这样他们一定有一种渴望，说这个手术跟另外一个一样顺利啊。
Like last time, last time I got no feeling.
No feeling okay, so she has to give you the no feeling sensation cocktail 啦。所以你在做这个手术的时候，你可能这些会带给你多多少少一些压力啊。但是你在做手术中呢，就要把全部的这些东西都放在一边，专心的只是面对你面前的那个问题呀。
We're about to start.
手术的第一部分就是在眼角膜割开一个约2.7毫米的小切口。
我觉得最主要呢，就是你的手不能抖啊，这个是很重要的。
通过小切口，医生接着会把超声乳化探头插入，把晶体液体化，然后吸出来。
What's my numbers?
Power 35, vacuum 30.
Good.
手术进行时，医生必须小心翼翼，但病人也扮演着重要角色。
Pulse rate is about 90. If he goes up, we know he's nervous 啦。整个手术内呢，我们的病人都是要动弹不得的，所以我们医生呢，就是术前呢就要衡量你的病人可不可以配合一下。假如其实他们心情是比较紧张的，我可能就对病人建议一下，可能我们就做全身麻醉。所以虽然我们是眼科医生，但是很重要的呢，也要用到我们的耳朵来看病人是有什么要求啊。
很多高龄病患在决定动手术时，最担心的其中一个问题就是需要全身麻醉。因此，在手术之前，高风险病患都会被安排和麻醉师见面，进行检查，以评估病患是否适合接受麻醉。在蔡永恒进入麻醉状态后，医疗团队的战役便开始了。
Thoracoscopic surgeries have changed the entire way that the patient goes through these procedures. We introduce the camera using a small cut so that we can visualize the area that we want to perform the surgery. And then the actual surgery we perform by using small keyholes. Surgeries that actually can be quite painful if we do an open surgery. We do it with a keyhole operation. So this is how it has revolutionized the medical field.
缩孔手术虽然能减少病患的手术风险，但对外科医生来说极具挑战。
Okay, come back. Let me settle your screen here. Okay, now can move in, right? Okay, now give me the heavy gloves first. First time I performed the keyhole surgery, I realized how difficult this can be. You don't feel with your own hands and you don't see with your own eyes. I'm going to divide all the arcuate attachments, so free up the entire peritoneum. To do that, let's go back into this side.
腹股沟疝修补术的第一步骤是将突出的组织推回腹腔。不过，正如 Wijeratna 医生预料，这并不容易。
This part I can't bring down. Come back. Come back. I knew that this is going to be a difficult case. It's a big hernia on both sides. We tried from outside, then we tried pulling the bowel from inside. So then I had to make a decision whether to do a hybrid approach.
一般的腹股沟疝修补手术只需要约1个半小时就能完成。不过，已经过了2个小时，蔡永恒的手术还在进行中。
那我妹妹又急，又说一直要来要来。我说你等，因为我觉得，因为他们讲我们就要等，不要一直催他。虽然我是觉得心里有一点不安了，因为太久了。
Lens. Lens is out, new lens is in already.
短短15分钟后，王振兴的白内障手术已经接近尾声。
I am aware of what is happening during the surgery. Important thing is the doctors must give the confidence to especially the older people. They're very nervous.
You alright, Mr. Ong? We're going to give you an injection. This is the antibiotic. It might hurt a little bit, sir.
Doctor give advance notice, say don't worry, I'm going to give you an injection. So we are here all together, no problem.
Okay, we're done, sir. Operation very successful.
虽然每一种手术都有风险，但白内障手术属于高成功率手术，一般患者的视力在手术后的几天内就会看到明显的改善。
Storm, are you alright?
I'm okay.
Any pain or not?
A little bit.
Usually the injection is the part that is very uncomfortable. Otherwise, it's all okay. So, daijoubu.
Don't walk.
Jangan mata ni.
Yeah.
No, you are pressing on the anterior wall, so I can't see. Don't do anything, it's okay. No problem, don't worry.
经过2个小时的努力，突出的组织仍然还未推回腹腔。正当 Wijarana 医生决定改变策略，做一个更大的切口时，手术终于有了突破。
Okay, Ken, it's reduced. Okay?
Reduce that.
Yeah. Okay, go back.
Wow.
Wijarana 医生和团队终于露出难得的笑容。
I had the need to deliver to my patients because any additional cut will cause more pain. We have that happiness when we are able to do it with the keyhole method.
手术的下一个关键环节就是修补薄弱或缺损的部位，以防止问题复发。
What we did was actually pull back the hernia sac and then basically stitch it in layers to fill the gap where the hernia goes in or to reduce the size of the hernia neck.
这种修补方式是 Wijarana 医生和医疗团队近几年在亚历山大医院研发的。修补方式取得良好效果 ，Wijarana 医生也曾在国际论坛和其他医生分享。
We are proud as Alexians, and we are proud that some of these techniques actually originated from our own operation theatres here.
我老是讲一出来就困，这人咧叫啊！
给你做棒，
我一去4、5年死啊！
知道会丢丢，你知道会。
baru kita khui to giao dia.
来，你的黑粒大粒的嘞？
Bố ya.
哦，强哦。
手术完成3个小时后，蔡永恒清醒了，一觉醒来，缠绕他10年的问题也消失得几乎无影无踪了。
就是医学太发达了，而且又觉得很轻松啊，因为那个突然间垂下来，他是相当的辛苦，而且精神说
觉得比较轻松
啊，对对对。
只需要再观察多几个小时，蔡永恒就能出院回家了。
Okay, please read the numbers over
8,
there.
6, 5, 9, 8.
Excellent. Now try the next row.
你为一个老人做了一个白内障手术之后，他能完全看到他以前小时候或者是年轻的时候所能看得到的东西，所以他们的满足感是十分高的。那也带给我本身很多满足感啊。
I got bionic eye. That means I can see very clearly in the distance, you know. So this gives you a second life, you see.
手术室里的护士分为2种，一种是巡回护士，主要负责手术室里的整体环境和秩序；另一种是器械护士，主要负责在手术进行时把手术工具交给医生，因此必须熟悉手术程序。